Well, good morning. Gloomy Friday morning, San Diego, California. We're gonna change it up a bit. I'm gonna be doing an oil change on this thing here. Probably a 10-minute job. Is gonna take me an hour because of all the filming and videoing rather. Anyway, got my trusty lift here. It always works good. It's easy to put the bike on. It's not really hard. Strapped it up. It's ready to go. Let's get to work. All right, you want to take these 5 screws out before you drain your primary. You drain your primary, then you go to take these off, and one of these strips, you're screwed. How are you going to get oil back in there? The reason why I lifted up the frame is so I can get this block under the tire here. That way I could fit this thick oil pan or oil drain pan. It's easier. They do sell a really thin catch can, but I mean, this is good enough here. Just raise it up. I ordered another jack. It just didn't come in time, so I could, instead of putting that block there, use another jack and just put it under the tire and raise it up even higher if you need to. But anyway, this is draining already. We're gonna do the what if that's the engine oil, and we're gonna do the transmission right now. Okay, on the right side, here's your oil drain plug for the transmission. So that's kind of a little harder. Then you have to slide the pan towards you to, get all the oil drop in there. All right, we'll let all that oil drain out as much as possible. I am gonna have to drop the tire down, get all of that engine oil out of there. So we'll let it drain a bit, and we'll get back to it. All right, you put a new O-ring on there. You always want to do that. That's this is the old one right here. And as soon as I took it off, you could see where it just broke itself. That's a good practice. All right, the torque on this, it says 14 to 21, so I'm going to go right between 19 and 20 inch pounds, which is really not a lot. So let's go ahead and do that. There it is, 21 inch pounds, or 20 inch pounds rather. All right, got the primary filled. It takes a quart and a little bit more of a second one, and you want to fill it right to where you could see it right on the edge down there. Now it calls for I think it's 25 to 35 inch pounds when you put your derby cover back on. So let's do that next. And you want to do this on a crisscross position here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I torqued them down to 25 inch-pounds, so that's good. They're not really really tight. You can see it barely clicks. And this is a T25, by the way. All right, side covers removed here. It's 2 screws, T25. You take those off. There's a little plastic cover that goes right in this area right here. This one, just pull that out. That will reveal your transmission fill right here. And you want to use a, what is this? I believe it's 3/8. I use this. This is a ball end. This is plastic. Be very careful you don't damage the threads, because then you're going to have a world of hurt taking it out. I like this because it doesn't go in really tight, and it's a ball end, so you could actually angle it. And there we go. It's loose. It's easy to come out. Right on the line. All right, the filter is out, and this is the tool that I use for it right here. This will opens up, and when you go to loosen it up, it actually creates tension on it, and it'll close and really grab onto that filter. However, the last time this oil got changed, somebody really torqued down that filter. It wasn't me. I never do that. This was done at the dealership. I did have prepaid oil filter changes on this thing until that expired, so I've been doing this is the first oil change after. I've been doing the oil change on my other bike for the same reason. Now this one here, they really torqued it down. It was tight. It shouldn't be that tight. And they put oil on the edge of the ring there. What I do is I put white lithium grease, and it seems to hold or not be as tight as it should be. But anyway, that's where I'm at. Let's keep doing this. All right, the new oil filter's in. You don't really want to tighten that up. Just snug it in, and that should be good enough right there. You don't really need to torque them down. And got my little funnel here. That's what we're using. And I'm going to put about maybe 3 quarts in here and let it sit. And I'm actually going to lower the bike down, or take it off of the rear block that I have it on right now. So that block right there. And we'll bring it down and we'll check it again, make sure all the levels are fine. I did drain all the oil from the bottom here. It was jacked up. I brought it up again after I put it level. All the oil drained out from the engine side. So because it was at an angle, you could see that it's a little bit higher on the back. Not much, but once I dropped it off the block, a little more oil came out, so I know all the oil is out of it. All right, let's put a little more in here. We'll be set. Okay, there it is. Oil change, 3-hole oil change. I kind of cleaned it up a little bit. Used that what is it called, the pig spit. Used some degreaser, kind of wiped off the bottom here, cleaned that up a little bit. So there's the bike. It's a really cool bike, let me tell you. It's awesome. I ride it more than my Heritage, and the Heritage is only 2 years older than this. This here is a 2022. It is a 114. Put this exhaust on it a couple months back. Just recently I went from the original tires. What are they, Dunlops? Harley Davidson Dunlops. And they started cracking. The front one actually started cracking a little more. So I heard good things about these Metzler Cruise Techs, and they sold me on them. So I decided to go with this, even though I was gonna put the original Harley Davidson ones on back there. These were only like maybe, I think, like $150 more for the set. Anyway, right away I noticed the difference in riding. These are supposedly to have two different types of material. It does feel a little bit more like it's glued to the ground. I mean, that's what I feel. That's what I felt. So I decided to go with these, even though my Harley Davidson dealer didn't really appreciate that. They had them in stock, but they didn't. Well, they had the rear one in stock, but not the front one, and they wanted me to wait like a week or so. So I decided to contact these guys over in Escondido, California. They had them in stock, and I asked them if they had the Harley Davidson's ones. They said yes, but these are better tires. So I decided to go with them. When it comes time to change the tires on the Heritage, I'm gonna go with these, with a Metzler tire. I mean, I haven't heard anything wrong about them. However, the Harley Davidson ones, the white walls have cracked on me, not once but twice. And anyway, that's another story. But other than that, this is an awesome bike. It only has, I think, like 11,000 miles on it, something like that. I don't even remember. I don't even check. But tell me what you think of my scooter here. What you would have done, what you wouldn't have done. Like these right here. These are Thrashing. Those are Todd's Cycles handlebars. The fairing, it's a Memphis Shades with a 9-inch visor. I had it matched, the color matched. Again, Harley Davidson, they weren't able to get me the paint coat, so I had it matched, and it looks good. All right, guys, thanks for watching this video. I appreciate you. Have a good day, be safe, and see you next time.